මල්ලි ඈ නෑ මට යන්තම් ඇහෙනවා. ලෙවල් වැඩි කරන්න මල්ලි තව. මං උඩරින් වැඩි කරලා තියෙනවා. වැඩ නැත්තේ. ඔතනින් ලෙවල් වැඩි කරන්න මල්ලි මේ ඔහේ නෑ දෙක channel දෙකකට ගහලා ඔහොම ඉන්න මං එන අනිත් එක ගහලා දෙන්න.
Check. Check. Check one.
Wait, I'm good.
අපි චෙක් කරගන්න බලන්න. මේ අන්තිම මොඩ් ඇවිල්ලා අපි නිකන් ඉර වෙනවා. Check. 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 Check one. Check 1 2. Check 1. Check 1 2.
It's St. Joseph's taking on St. Peter's here for the 31st time in the football big match. The football rivalry takes place here at the CRNFC grounds in London Place. And we bring you live action here from the Papare.com. As welcome you, and apologies for some technical difficulties from our end. As I welcome Nathan Coggins to the com box. So very good evening to you, Nathan.
Yes, very good evening, Reshwan. As we were saying earlier as well, this has been quite a closely fought rivalry in the past 5 editions or so. Of the past 5 editions, 3 of them going into a penalty shootout. So we can expect more toe-to-toe action here at Longdon Place as these two traditional rivals battle it out in the football field. And Joes thought they were in with a shot there, but offside called by the eagle-eyed linesman. And it will be the Peterites that are handed back possession. The Peterites in the yellow jumpers have had bulk of the possession so far in these first few minutes, but neither side has been able to produce a moment of note or produce a chance of note, and we will be made to wait a bit longer for the opening goal in this 31st Joe Pete football encounter. As here's the Peterite striker with some possession on the edge of the box. Costa. Some pinball happening there as Joes have turned over possession, but just overcooks the through ball on that occasion. And the referee has pulled play back, but Reshwan, neither side able to assert their dominance on this clash so far.
Indeed, Nathan, both teams just adjusting into conditions here in Colombo. It's pretty hot and humid conditions, sun beating down. It will take a lot on these players. St. Joseph's now in attack, pings in that ball to that penalty area, but almost Ross Abner on that occasion. Royson Bright rather, in the number 44 jersey, almost threatening Mohammed in goal from St. Peter's College. There's now St. Peter's in attack.
It's just a miscue in that shot there as Josephian defender does well to get back. A massive centre-back pair in Reshwan. Clearly the more physically dominant side are the Josephians, but it's the Peterites now with yet another corner. Their 4th corner in the few minutes of play that we've had so far, and it's Devin Ravichandraj, the skipper for the Peterites, lining up another corner. As a player of the Josephians appears to have gone down injured, but no damage done, and we should be good to go. As Ravichandraj floats one into the box. That's a good kick, but unfortunately no one really been able to get their head up and get a flick on that. And the Josephians surviving yet another set piece unscathed.
Indeed, St. Peter's have had their fair share of position in the early stages of this game. Going down in some pain was Dineth Wishmitha, who slowly gets back onto his feet. St. Joseph's College will want to take this silverware back home. That will be important for them. It's been some time as St. Joseph's College now in attack, showing a lot of patience and keeping hold of position, which is good to see. And this time around, Skipper tried to give that pass out, but just catching the boot of that Peterite defender. So a free kick in favor of St. Joseph's College, probably 30 to 35 yards out, and surely St. Joseph's College will have a crack at it.
Yes, just wonder if the range is a bit too long to have an attempt at goal here. Ashwan, he's kicking against the breeze as well, but surely he'll be confident, and an early goal in an important fixture in a big match like this can really ease the tension. As he's unable to lift that over the wall. Is that the free kick taker for St. Joseph's College? That was Samindu Piyumkara. But the Josephians will retain a possession. Ball went out of bounds there. Off a Peterite. And St. Joseph's can look to launch another attack. Peterites though, relentless in defense, really pressuring their man. But this time it's the number 9 for St. Joseph's College that just managed to find some space, but closed down within seconds by the Peterite defense. And the Josephians are forced to play it back, but that's stolen there by the Peterite attacker. Takes the long shot. Not enough power on it, and the Josephians survive yet another scare. Nikhil Henry nearly had his clean sheet taken away from him, and now the Josephians look to turn defense into attack, but just overcooks that long ball. Does the right back. And what an interesting sequence of play here at CR.
Indeed, Nathan, St. Joseph's College defender who lost position in a very pivotal area in the field will breathe a sigh of relief, as now the Peterites once again in attack. Have showed a lot of promise. Just 10 minutes into the game, Nathan, we can fairly say St. Peter's have had their fair chance of opportunities up front. The Josephian defense have stood up well.
Yes, definitely, Reshwan. But even though the Peterites might have had the most chances, I think the most clear-cut chance was that ball that fell to Rosian Bright, that he was just unable to get a good enough connection on. And the Josephians fumbled an early chance to take a lead here.
Indeed, a chance gone down begging a couple of minutes ago for Rosian Bright, but that would have been quite a goal if he had netted that. But nevertheless, now St. Joseph's College look to dribble down this left wing is Sham Saldin, but he's tackled his way into a corner. So first corner for St. Joseph's College in the game, as the Peterites will defend. Plenty of white shirts in the box. Total of 6 shirts. Rather, that was a throw-in, and a barging throw-in into the penalty box, and St. Joseph's College once again a chance gone down begging, you could say, and not being able to find the target. As you see, the shot coming off number 15, Leshan Shavindu.
Yes, volleyed that did Leshan Shavindu, and might have been goal bound, but Situka Hannadige also got a bit of a boot on it, and I think that deflected it onto the post. So unfortunately for St. Joseph's College, another chance gone begging, another golden chance gone begging, you could say, and could have very easily, if things were slightly different, been 2-0 up here at Longdon Place, but not to be. As here's the Peterites with Izzat. Izzat now to Anthony. Anthony beats a couple of defenders. Anthony tries to make a run into the box, sends in that low cross, but unfortunately another offside call, and St. Joseph's College surviving yet another scare. But the Peterites certainly have looked more threatening in attack.
Indeed, St. Joseph's College will have to just settle down. Haven't been able to keep hold of position, just gifting away and letting the Peterites have the fair share of attack.
Yes, definitely. And though they have created some chances of their own, they haven't come necessarily from a good build-up play. But as you see here, the Peterites really trying to work the ball around and build it up from the back, as they've won another free kick here from just inside their own half. That's another area I feel that the Josephians have been lacking in these opening 14 minutes. Reshwan, they've given away too many cynical fouls, and I wouldn't be surprised if the referee reaches into his pocket if this trend continues.
Indeed, Nathan. St. Peter's College have shown a lot of promise in attack, but those clinical finishing touches haven't been up to the mark yet. But it won't take much time for the Peterites to draw first blood if they continue their promise in attack. Once again, Nikhil Henry makes a fumble of it, and as we speak of conceding, breaking the deadlock, it's Devin, the skipper Nathan, who breaks the deadlock for St. Peter's College.
Yes, what a opening goal for the Peterites. Made absolute hash of that did Nikhil Henry. Absolutely no one for the Peterites running onto that cross first time. But then Devin Ravichandraj just sneaking into the box there and capitalizing on that spill from Nikhil Henry. And he opens the scoring in this 31st annual Joe Pete football encounter. The skipper leading from the front for the Peterites. And it's an early advantage to the current holders of this trophy.
Indeed, Nathan. I think it was coming. The way the Peterites showed promise in attack in the early stages of the game have made dividends. St. Joseph's College probably the much favoured side coming into this big game, but the Peterites think otherwise. St. Joseph's, the recently concluded under 20 football championship, finished third. But this time around against the Peterites, it's a different ball game, Nathan. It's played for the trophy, played for those bragging rights in this Joe Pete encounter. And right now winning those bragging rights are the Peterites in yellow.
Yes, definitely. As you correctly stated there, Reshwan, form and previous performances are completely thrown out of the window, especially when it comes to these traditional rivalries. And I'm sure for these bragging rights, these boys out here on the park are willing to give it their all, willing to put their bodies on the line to earn those bragging rights for their school. As some desperate defense there from the Peterites, an animated Isuru Pereira on the touchline, barking orders at his troops. He's clearly not satisfied with the show so far, even though his side are in the lead. And you could say Peterites find themselves in front mainly because the Josephians have been slightly lackluster at the back, Reshwan.
Indeed, Nathan, we see quite often games started like this. But the Peterites have started off quite well here, as Royson Bright will oversee this free kick duties. The three-man wall set by Mohammed in goal for Peterites. Headed out, but still not out of harm's way, as the Josephians keep this ball in good attacking probes, as the skipper twists and turns, gives it out to no man's area, as that will bundle it into a throw-in.
It's a goal kick rather. So St. Joseph's College squandering Yet another attacking opportunity. And Mohammed in goal. Hasn't had too much work to do so far. I'd say the positioning of the Peterite defense has been noteworthy so far, Reshwan. They've been in the right place at the right time, and you saw off that initial free kick as well. Anthony was in the right place at the right time to just head that away and try and get it out of danger. As here's Ravichandraj kicking the ball into space, and now the Peterites look to work it out wide. There's absolutely no one out on that Josephian right flank, but unfortunately just overcooking the pass. The centre back and hands a possession straight back to the boys from Maradana, and now a crossfield kick of their own, but unfortunately just not able to jump and reach that is Kavishka Bright. Ball went out for another throw into the Peterites. And Josephians now looking to play out from the back, looking for that build-up play to string a few decent passes together, which is something that they haven't done. But just as I say that, Reshwan, they've done it yet again. Another miscued pass, another wayward pass, and Ravichandraj, the loop-in shot at goal. And Henry, I'm telling you, Reshwan, Henry probably had his heart in his mouth for a moment there.
Indeed, Nathan, after that fumble which led to that goal, Henry will feel some pressure in goal. It won't be an easy outing for him. Plenty of time remaining in the game nevertheless. But it's the Peterites who are dominating proceedings, you could say.
Says here's Anthony looking to throw it long. Josephians though doubling up on that Peterite winger, but now they'll know Henry is a nervous man and they'll want to put as much pressure on him as possible. As Josephians, you can tell Reshwan that they're playing with a lot of nerves at the moment, being put under immense pressure by the Peterites, a relentless press from them. And every time the Josephians look like they are going to string a few passes together, they hand possession right back as the Peterites concede the first card of this clash. That's Tehan Senanayaga at centre back for St. Peter's College. And we saw this coming, we've seen this coming for the past few minutes or so, Reshwan.
Indeed, Nathan. Now Tehan Senanayaga will have to be cautious in the remainder of the game. St. Joseph's College now. A free kick in their own half. They look to put this ball into that box. Try and put some pressure on this Peterite defense, who have played out this opening 22 minutes quite well.
Once again, Reshwan, the Peterite defense in the right place at the right time. Not once, but twice. Initially there was the centre back headed away that initial cross, and then great pressure applied by that man in the number 18 jumper. That's Ahmad Humaid, who just didn't allow the Josephian winger any room to try and cross it into the box for the second time. But it's the Josephians with another set piece, and he'll look to float up this long throw into the box. Does exactly that, but no willing jumper, and again quite an easy clearance for the Peterite defender. And now the Peterites will look to break away. The Joseph defense scrambling, and luckily for them, they do manage to win the ball back, as some comedy of errors here by St. Joseph's College. Clearance going straight into that Peterite forward. That's Siobhan. That's Izat Raji. and not happened not once but twice. Reshwan, the Josephians desperate to make that clearance, but only going as far as the Peterite forwards, as we'll have a 1 minute water break here as that Peterite forward receives some treatment.
Indeed, a timely water break for both sides, as both set of coaches will have their fair share to give out their instructions to the boys. St. Peter's College nevertheless with the lead, as you see on your screens. The outfit coached by Isuru Pereira, barking out his orders at his players. He will have one intention and one intention only, to keep hold of this slender lead of 1-0. And this defense of the St. Peter's College have done fairly well to keep St. Joseph's College at bay.
Yes, definitely, Reshwan. As we've said multiple times before today as well, their positioning in particular has been exceptional. And once again, managing to get in the way of that pass, but St. Joseph's College do well to keep the ball. But unfortunately, the winger found himself in an offside position on that occasion. That was Shams Aldin. And just as St. Joseph's College looked like they were building up something promising, they've yet again handed possession right back to the Peterites. And yes, Anthony trying to straighten the ball, and did well to win that ball back, did the Josephians. And now to the right flank, lovely through ball there by the winger, but once again the Peterite defense knowing exactly where they need to be. That's Tehan Senanayaka with a no-nonsense tackle on that occasion. And these Peterite defense, Reshwan, have been making their presence felt.
Indeed, a tough start for the Josephian attackers. As we speak, once again the defense coming up with the goods, clearing their lines. St. Joseph's College once again pinged this ball in, but finds himself in the offside position. Not the best of starts for the boys in white. Once again trying to fight his way down this left wing is Saldin. Roisenbreiter returns that pass, but in the process wins his team a throw-in.
It's St. Joseph's College now with another opportunity to try and launch an attack. That long throw strategy has been something that they have been using so far in this opening 27 minutes or so, and they'll look to persist with the same. It's again good throw into the box, but yet again referee making his way towards the touchline to have a word with the Peterite coach. Not quite certain what's happening here. Maybe just a warning to the Peterite coach for leaving his technical area and disturbing the play. We've seen happen, especially in these high intensity clashes like these traditional rivalries. So St. Joseph's College now with another free kick, and once again Mohammed opts for the three-man wall. Peterites trying to play the offside trap here. It has worked for them, and now that wall just reduces to 2 men. Difficult angle as well for that Josephian winger, but they'll need to make something of this. They'd love to go into half-time with having achieved parity or even a lead. That's floated into the box, and this time manages to find the head of a Josephian, but connection was not good on that header, and out for yet another goal kick. And coming back to that Reshwan, as we were saying, St. Joseph's College came into this clash as firm favourites, but find themselves severely under the pump here. So Mohammed spots some space, but that Josephian number 9 was aware to it. Dineth Vishmita averting any further danger, but it's Peterites now inside the Josephian territory, doubling up other Josephian defense, and they managed to draw the foul from the Peterite forward and win possession back. So St. Joseph's College, Reshwan, in the past 5 to 10 minutes or so, just finding a bit of calm and finding an opportunity to try and build their way into this game.
Indeed, Nathan, St. Joseph's College will have to pick up and try and threaten this Peterite defense, as we have spoken quite highly of. So once again, St. Joseph just losing position. Clearance going all the way out. The sun beating down here at the CRNFC grounds in London Place. It's hot and humid, and currently feeling all the heat. The boys invite St. Joseph's College for trailing this game 1-0. Once again,
as Devin Ravichandraj has run onto that ball, beat the first defender, and his teammate there to support him and win it back, but unfortunately handed the possession back to the Josephians. But that clearance only went as far as that Peterite player lurking on the edge of the box, but not enough power on the shot. Goalkeeper easily onto it, and now the Peterite defense once again just not letting the Josephians build any sort of attack of note, and they're happy to concede the foul or to send the ball out of bounds, provided that it is inside Josephian territory, inviting the Josephians to try and play out from the back. And these Peterite forwards, Reshwan, known for their counter-attacking skills, and as we saw for the first goal, ploy for them will be to try and nick the ball from these Josephian players who are feeling the heat, try and add a second goal.
indeed, Nathan, St. Joseph's College will feel a lot more pressure. The clock ticking down, approaching the 32nd minute in the game. Approaching the 32nd minute. St. Peter's College will take their time in moments like this. But the keeper, Mohammed Mishad, has been quite silent throughout the game. He hasn't been tested by the Josephian attackers. He's once again now showing the ball to Surya. St. Joseph's College now trying to break past this defense of St. Peter's College, who look rock solid from the word go, Nathan. St. Joseph's College will have their work cut out this. As long as they are concerned, the attackers will have to get their shooting boots right as this game goes on.
Yes, as we've gone further and further into this game, Reshwan, St. Joseph's College have been made to rue those two early chances one off the post, and that one miscued kick. They very easily had a 2-0 advantage, but unfortunately find themselves behind in this game as once again Peterite defense very aware, just flicking on that cross and conceding the corner, just not allowing the boys in white to have a shot at goal. You can see Devin there, the skipper for the Peterites, just as Mohammed makes an immense save there. That was certainly goal bound. What a save. We're talking about how Mohammed Mikshad hasn't been put to the test so far, and on the first time of asking, he's pulled off an absolute blinder, Ashwan.
Indeed, what a save as we see the replay. That header was good from Royson Bright, but Mohammed in goal was up to it. A brilliant save in the contest of the game, and if not for Mohammed, things would have been quite different out here in CRNFC grounds, and in the process have probably hurt himself as well. That won't be a good sign for the Patriots, but he gets back on his feet.
Yes, was at full stretch there, Reshwan, for that save. But like we were saying, these boys quite happy to give it their all and put their bodies on the line to earn those bragging rights for their school. Mohammed, I'm sure, just stretched a bit too much there. And another long throw in, this time the captain for the Peterites, Devin, just flicking that on to his goalkeeper. And the Peterites will breathe a sigh of relief. Were under pressure for the last couple of minutes or so. A barrage of Josephian long throws and corners, as the Josephians winning yet another throw in. And over the past 15 minutes or so, Reshwan, St. Joseph's College have been able to keep that possession somewhat, but still haven't been able to produce a moment of note.
Indeed, Nathan. St. Joseph's College just not clinical up front. And once again that ball being just rolls out for yet another goal kick in favor of St. Peter's College. St. Peter's College have really come out in a positive manner in this 31st Josephian-Peterite encounter, Nathan. They drew first blood, courtesy their skipper, Devin Ravi Chandraraj, leading from the front. Once again, St. Joseph's College will need to do this. They'll need to keep a hold of position and be quite cautious in their final third as well. Playing with a lot of fire, playing with a lot of threat, as this Peterite attackers playing with quite a high line and giving no room for the Josephian defenders.
Yes, Reshwan, Peterites quite happy to play with that high line. The entire team almost beyond the halfway mark, except the goalkeeper Mohammed. As the Peterites try to put in a long throw of their own, but just not enough power on that one. But the clearance will allow them a second attempt from almost the same position. As attempt number 2. This time tries to find that man making that outside run, but the Josephian defense doubling up and winning possession back. But St. Peter's College defending with quite a high line, quick to snuff out that attack, and Ravi Chandraraj there tried to find the through ball. Unfortunately, straight into the Josephian defense. But now St. Joseph's College can unleash that man on the left wing. Peterite defense still scrambling back. St. Joseph's College will need some quick ball here. Whips in the ball into the box, but Mohammed Mikshad once again complete awareness. It's a perfect game awareness here from the Peterite defense. Easily making that run to collect that cross and snuff out yet another Josephian attack.
Indeed, Nathan. St. Joseph's College have been put into the test. This is good from Saldin, twisting and turning. Once again, good work down this left wing. Skipper Mark Andrew gives it out to youngster Situla, who gives it out to Saldin. Saldin who whips it in, but too casual and too easy for Mohammed in goal, who just takes his time, and rightly so. As we approach the final 6 minutes of this first half. 45 minutes per half. Plenty of time remaining in the game, but St. Joseph's College currently chasing it, and a handball appeal, and just not good from Ross Abner in the defense. And St. Peter's College with a free kick, probably 20 yards out. Can he threaten Nickel Henry, who will feel a lot of pressure after that fumble that led to the goal? As we see once again the replay, that ball just popping up right in front of him. Ball just popping up right in front of him, and getting to the hands of Ross Abner. So free kick. As Devin Ravichandraraj has a go at it, but no harm done. Dealt well by the Josephian defense, who failed to transform their defense into attack.
Yes, opportunity wasted there, you could say, by the Peterites. I thought the smarter move on that occasion would have been to go directly for goal, especially considering the shooting boots that the Peterites do possess in their ranks, especially the captain, Devin Ravichandraraj, has an absolute rocket of a left foot. Tried to attempt a fancy flick on there, but the Peterites here with another corner. Cross came in hard and fast, but the clearance was good from the Josephians, and the Peterites once again forced to put the ball out of play. Josephians taking their own cool time, thought they could have tried to launch a quick counter-attack on that occasion. Once again Peterites defending from the front, defending close to that halfway mark. Again, just not allowing the Josephians any sort of wiggling room as we approach the final 5 minutes of this first half. So Josephians still on the front foot though, as they have been for the past 15 to 20 minutes or so, but still unable to produce a moment of note, and the only shot on target they were able to get was smartly saved by Mohammed Mikshad. Here's the Josephians once again. Peterites up with the defense, but unfortunately just pinging off one of the players there. But once again Anthony was aware to that runner, and manages to get the clearance away, as this ball is floated up into the box. Tease in Mohammed Mikshad, but did the right thing there, Reshwan, and just let the ball run out of play for a goal kick.
Indeed, questions are being continued to answer from the Josephian attack. And the Peterite defense yet to be breached. Interesting first half proceedings here. As now once again St. Joseph's College winning a free kick as the cards come out. The second Peterite player to go into the booking. This time around it's Uman Naushad. That will raise a question mark at coach Isuru Pereira as well. 45 minutes more remaining in the game with added time as well in the second half. Those two booked players will have to be quite careful as the game goes on.
Yes, definitely Reshwan. Peterites having two members of their backline booked within this first half itself, as the Josephians squander yet another opportunity from right in front of goal. Was bisecting the uprights here at CRNFC rather than finding the back of the net. But another chance going back in for the Josephians nonetheless. And the goal kick is not good from Mohammad Mikshad. Made absolute hash of that one. But Peterites are managing to draw the Josephian attackers in and win a throw in. And Mohammad Mikshad will be breathing a huge sigh of relief. Reshwan made an absolute mess of that goal kick, kicked it straight into the path of a Josephian defender.
Indeed, St. Joseph's College attack just can't find a break here. St. Peter's College showing a lot of life in defense, giving it their all, rightly so. The Peterite outfit will do all their very best to secure this slender lead of 1 goal. On the other hand, St. Joseph's College coming into this game as favorites, but the tagline does not matter during these 90 minutes. So once again St. Joseph's concede a free kick right outside the box. Rather, free kick not given, a goal kick taken quickly. Now Royson Bright just giving away position in the Josephians half, so not very good football coming in from the lads in white. Now once again the Peterites looking to break free, playing with that goal lead. Peterites will feel a lot better as now St. Joseph's College. Saldin down this left wing, dribbles his way through, and he comes down. A free kick in favor of St. Joseph's College, as the Peterite faithful making their presence felt here with a loud noise of otherwise to the referee's decision, as we see the replay of that tackle. And once again the referee is handing out a yellow card as things stand. He did book 2 Peterite players in this first half and add 1 more to it, so 3 booked Peterites in this first half. So Coach Isuru Pereira will have a stern word with his players in that halftime break, but before that A free kick in favor of St. Joseph's College just outside the penalty area. Royston Bright with the free kick duties for St. Joseph's College. Royston Bright's free kick beats everyone. And just not good enough from St. Joseph's College in that first half. St. Peter's College, led by Devin Ravichandra Raj, will go into the break with the lead. And Nathan, what a half it has been for the Peterites.
Yes, sir. Exceptional game awareness on display by the boys from Bambalapitiya. Yes, they have conceded 3 yellow cards in the process, which will be a cause for concern come the second half, especially that they'll have to play out another intense 45 minutes or so. But overall, it has been a brilliant performance by the Peterites, especially in defense. I thought just not letting the Josephian attackers get a sniff, as we have your halftime confirmation there. St. Peter's College 1, St. Joseph's College 0. As we'll head into a short halftime commercial break, but with your second half action on the other side, do stay tuned with Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
පුංචි ඔයාලගේ ආදරණීය නාලිකාවට දැන් අවුරුදු 8ක්. ඉතින් ඔයාටත් පුළුවන් ඔයාගේ හිතේ තියෙන ආදරය කියලා A+ Kids TV අපිට වීඩියෝ එකක් එවන්න. අපි ලෑස්ති ඒ ආදරය මුළු ලෝකෙටම පෙන්වන්න. එහෙනම් පුංචි ඔයාගේ ආදරේ 0.768 21 22 අපේ දුරකථන අංකයට එවන්න. පුංචි ඔයාලගේ ආදරණීය රූප පෙට්ටිය A+ Kids TV ඒ ආදරය යනකම් මග බලන් ඉන්නවා. A+ Kids TV නාලිකා අංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
Finish him! 34 years later.
Johnny, I knew it was you.
A legendary rivalry.
It's the guy whose ass you kicked.
That will recreate history. Experience the saga. Live the legend. On the new series of Cobra Kai, a Karate Kid story. Premieres 27th June on Rock Entertainment.
නූඩල්ස් එළවලු ටිකක් දාලා ටෙම්පරාදු කරලා නූඩල්ස් ටික කලවම් කරලා ගත්ත එකනේ හැමදාම කරේ. එතකොට ඉන්දුනීසියාව මැලේසියාව මේක එහෙම නෙමෙයිලු වෙන්නේ. මේ ශරීරය නැවුම් කරගන්න රිෆ්‍රෙෂ් කරගන්න හොඳ පානයක් හදන විදිය. රසවත් ලෙමන් බා එකක් හදාගන්න විදිය කියනවා මේ සතියේ කුකින් බීට්ස් වලින්. මේ සේරම එකතු වෙච්ච රසවත් කුකින් බීට්ස් වැඩසටහනක් මේ සතියේත් ඔබ වෙනුවෙන් ලෑස්ති.
I'm different.
I wake up and I just sort of Julio.
Oh. So what I need is my own special bust.
You will lure in young prey for me.
Okay.
You are an idiot. Shut up.
Is this gonna make a lot of money? No, but you didn't become an executive to make money.
Phantasmus. New episodes every Monday on HBO's Signature.
Hello. කොහොමද හොඳින් ඉන්නවද? හොඳින් ඉන්නවද? හොඳින් ඉන්නවද? ඔයාලා බලන්න ඇති මේ රණුවක්කට මොනවා වෙලාද කියලා නේ? ලස්සන ක්‍රාෆ්ට් එකක්. ඔව්වනේ. මුහුදේ ඉන්න යාළුවෙක්ව. මුතු අපිට දෙන්නේ කවුද? හරියටම හරි. බෙල්ලා නේද? ඔන්න අපි අද බෙල්ලෙක්ව හදන්න යන්නේ.
ඔයාලත් මේ සතියේ ෆන් ෆැක්ටරි එක එකතු වෙන්න. ෆන් ෆැක්ටරි අඟහරුවාදා උදෑසන 9ට, සිකුරාදා සවස 4ට, ඉරිදා උදෑසන 9ට.
A+ Kids TV නාලිකා අංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
විජේරාජ තෛලයානිත් තෙල්වලට වඩා විශේෂයි. ඒ විශේෂත්වය මොකක්ද කියන කාරණාව පොඩි වෙද හාමුදුරුවන්ගෙන්ම අපි අහලා දැනගනිමු.
පුන්සඳ මෙන් ලෝව එලි කරවා දෙයි ස්වස්ති මලය හස්තිය කුලෙසින් දුටුගැමුණු රජතුමා භාවිතා කළ රාජ තෙල් 3ක් විශේෂයෙන්ම හෙනරාජ රාජතරංගනී ඉරු දැපන තෙල් 3ේම තනි ගුණයක් ලැබෙන එකම තෛලය.
දුටුගැමුණු රජතුමා වගේ ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ නරපතියෙක් භාවිතා කළ මේ තෙල් වර්ගයේ තියෙන වැදගත්කම මොකක්ද කියන කාරණාව පිළිබඳව මේ සතියේ ගිනිමෙලේ වැඩසටහනින් අපි පැහැදිලිවම කතා කරනවා.
ඔයාලා කළුවරට බයද? ඔන්න කතන්දර පැංචනම් පොඩි කාලේ කරුවලට බය වෙලා හිටියා හොඳේ. ඒ බලන් ඉන්න කෙනාට අපි මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? යකා හරියට හරි. අයියෝ මොකද කරන්නේ? අම්මෝ අයියෝ කියලා දුවගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ගමරාලගේ ඇඳ යටට රිංග ගන්නවා. කවුද මගේ පිටේ ඉන්නේ? අද සිට රාජ්‍ය සභාව සියලුම දෙනා සාවධානව සවන් දෙන්න. සද්ද විද්ද පළඟ පතිරණ කවට යවුනේ පස්සේ.
කතන්දර පැංචා සඳුදා උදෑසන 11ට, බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා සවස 5ට සහ සෙනසුරාදා උදෑසන 11ට.
A+ Kids TV නාලිකා අංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
සිකුරාදා රාත්‍රී 9:30ට කොළඹ සිනේර මොස්සේ බලාපොරොත්තු වන්න.
ഞങ്ങള് പുണ്യാളിന് വന്നൊക്കെ ഇതെന്തു പറ്റി?
അതെ നിനക്കെന്നോട് വാക്ക് പറയാനില്ലേ?
ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കോ?
എന്റെ മേരി നിനക്കൊന്ന് ചൊല്ലാവോ?
Catch the movie with Sinhala subtitles this Friday at 9:30 p.m. only on Channel 1.
ഞങ്ങള് പുണ്യാളിന് വന്നൊക്കെ ഇതെന്തു പറ്റി?
അതെ നിനക്കെന്നോട് വാക്ക് പറയാനില്ലേ?
ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കോ?
എന്റെ മേരി നിനക്കൊന്ന് ചൊല്ലാവോ?
Hollywood சினிநேரம் சிங்கள உபதலைப்புகளுடன் வெள்ளிக்கிழமை இரவு 9:30க்கு.
ഞങ്ങള് പുണ്യാളിന് വന്നൊക്കെ ഇതെന്തു പറ്റി?
അതെ നിനക്കെന്നോട് വാക്ക് പറയാനില്ലേ?
ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കോ?
എന്റെ മേരി നിനക്കൊന്ന് ചൊല്ലാവോ?
Catch the movie with Sinhala subtitles this Sunday at 9:30 p.m. only on Channel 1.
ജീവിതം കോഞ്ഞാട്ടേ പോട്ടുന്നേ. എന്തു കുഴപ്പം?
මාධ්‍ය ජනමාධ්‍ය සමාජ මාධ්‍ය හරහා විවිධ පුද්ගලයන් තමන්ගේ මතවාදයන් ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා. නමුත් කවදා හරි ඔබට හිතිලා තියෙනවා නම් තව කෙනෙක්ට පුළුවන් ද මන් සම්බන්ධයෙන් සාපරාධී ප්‍රකාශයක් කරන්න, සාවද්‍ය ප්‍රකාශයක් කරන්න, ඒ හරහා මගේ කීර්ති නාමයට කැරලක් වෙනව නේද කියලා. ඔබට පුළුවන් අපේ රටේ තියෙන සිවිල් නීතිය යටතේ ඔබට විරුද්ධව අපහාස කරයි කියලා නෛතික ක්‍රියාමාර්ග ගන්න. මෙවර වැඩසටහනෙන් අපි කතා කරන්නේ අපහාසය පිළිබඳව ලංකාවේ නීතියේ නෛතික ක්‍රමෝපායන් සම්බන්ධව.
නීතිය අඟහරුවාදා උදෑසන 8:30ට සහ සවස 4:30ට. නැවත විකාශය ඉරිදා උදෑසන 8ට.
The semi-finals of the PFL World Tournament.
Oh, big one!
Fabian the Assassin Edwards takes on dangerous finisher Josh Silvera with a trip to the finals on the line. Plus, former light heavyweight world champion Phil Davis takes on rising star Sullivan Cauley.
You're gonna see it this year!
Don't miss the action.
සැමදා මතකයෙන් නොමියෙන චිත්‍රපට තුළින් ස්වර්ණමය යුගයක් එකලු කළ අප්‍රමාණ රසකාදරයට පාත්‍ර වූ සිංහල සිනමාවේ අමරණීය චරිත මතකාවර්ජනය අමරණීය මතක. සිංහල සිනමාවේ අමරණීය චරිත මතකාවර්ජනය සෑම දිනකම සවස 3ට රිදී TV අමරණීය මතක තුලින්.
What happened?
He grabbed me. Remember that song we used to sing in our tents off Snake River? All I really want to do is get away.
Guys, we need help here!
Every other day it's something new.
What'd you do?
Don't look back, just run! Run!
River Wild.
මේක නිකම්ම නිකන් ඩාන්ස් වර්කවුට් එකක් නෙමෙයි, ෆුල් බොඩි ඩාන්ස් වර්කවුට් එකක්.
රයිස් වලින් අපි විශේෂ දෙයක් හදන හැටි ඔබට කියලා දෙන්න සූදානම්ව ඉන්නවා. අපි ආසයි නේද කැන්ඩල් හෝල්ඩර් එකට වෙනස් විදිහේ දේවල් ටිකක් එකතු කරගන්න.
ඔන්න සුපුරුදු චීන සංසාරයට තමයි දැන් සූදානම් වෙලා ඉන්නේ.
අධික සතුටක් තිබ්බත් අධික දුකක් තිබ්බත් බයක් තිබුණත් මානසික පීඩනකින් හිටියත් ඔබට හෘදයාබාධයක් ඇතිවීමේ හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා.
ජනතාව තමයි කියන්නේ වැක්සින් එක ගත්ත පස්සේ තමයි මට මේ තත්ත්වයට ආවේ කියලා. ඥාන සම්බන්ධතාවය තියෙන හෘද රෝගවලට.
හදවත පරිස්සම් කරගන්න නම් හදවතින්ම අහන්න ඕනි වැඩසටහනක්. මේ සතිය සුවර්ණ අනිවාර්යෙන්ම නරඹන්න. අපේ මාතෘකාව හෘද රෝග.
ලග්න 12ට ඔබේ ආදරය බලපාන අයුරු මේ සතියේ channel 1 තරසක් පනින් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්.
සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඔය සිංහලක්නධාරීන් ආදරය විරුද්ධ ලිංගිකයාට පෙන්වන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක හිත ඇතුලේ තියාගෙන ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන ගතිය වැඩි. ඒක තමන් ඇතුලේ තියෙන දෙයක්. පෙන්වන එක හරි අඩුයි සිංහලක්නධාරීන්ගේ.
ලග්නෙන් ලග්නයට ආදරය බලපාන අයුරු මේ සතියේ අපි කියනවා channel 1 තරසක් මනින්.
සෙනසුරාදා උදෑසන 8ට නැවත විකාශය සඳුදා උදෑසන 8ට සහ සවස 4ට.
ඔන්න පුංචි ඔයාලගේ ආදරණීය නාලිකාවට දැන් අවුරුදු 8ක්. ඉතින් ඔයාටත් පුළුවන් ඔයාගේ හිතේ තියෙන ආදරය කියලා A+ Kids TV අපිට වීඩියෝ එකක් එවන්න. අපි ලෑස්ති ඒ ආදරේ මුළු ලෝකෙටම පෙන්වන්න. එහෙනම් පුංචිගේ ආදරේ 07668 21 22 66 අපේ දුරකථන අංකයට එවන්න. පුංචි ඔයාලගේ ආදරණීය රූප පෙට්ටිය A+ Kids TV ඒ ආදරය යනකම් මග බලන් ඉන්නවා.
A+ Kids TV නාලිකා අංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
4 years later.
Johnny, I knew it was you.
A legendary rivalry.
It's the guy whose ass you kicked.
That will recreate history. Experience the saga. Live the legend. On the new series of Cobra Kai, a Karate Kid story. Premieres 27th June on Rock Entertainment.
නූඩල්ස් එළවලු ටිකක් දාලා ටෙම්පරාදු කරලා නූඩල්ස් ටික කලවම් කරලා ගත්ත එකනේ හැමදාම කරේ. එතකොට ඉන්දුනීසියාව මැලේසියාව ඒක එහෙම නෙමෙයිලු වෙන්නේ. මේ ශරීරය නැවුම් කරගන්න රීෆ්‍රෙෂ් කරගන්න හොඳ පානයක් හදන විදිය. රසවත් ලෙමන් බා එකක් හදාගන්න විදිය කියනවා මේ සතියේ කුකින් බීට්ස් වලින්. මේ සේරම එකතු වෙච්ච රසවත් කුකින් බීට්ස් වැඩසටහනක් මේ සතියේත් ඔබ වෙනුවෙන් ලෑස්ති.
I'm different. I wake up and I just sort of Julio. Oh. So what I need is my own special guest.
You will lure in young prey for me.
Okay.
You are an idiot. Shut up.
Is this gonna make a lot of money? No, but you didn't become an executive to make money.
Phantasmus. New episodes every Monday on HBO's Signature.
Hello. හොඳින් ඉන්නවද? ඔයාලා බලන්න ඇති මේ රණුවක්කට මොනවා වෙලාද කියන්නේ? ලස්සන ක්‍රාෆ්ට් එකක්. ඔව්වනේ. මුහුදේ ඉන්න යාළුවෙක්ව. මුතු අපිට දෙන්නේ කවුද? හරියටම හරි. බෙල්ලා නේද? ඔන්න අපි අද බෙල් එක්ක හදන්නයි යන්නේ.
ඔයාලත් මේ සතියේ ෆන් ෆැක්ටරි එක එකතු වෙන්න. ෆන් ෆැක්ටරි අඟහරුවාදා උදෑසන 9ට, සිකුරාදා සවස 4ට, ඉරිදා උදෑසන 9ට.
A+ Kids TV නාලිකා අංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
විජේරාජ තෛලය අනිත් තෙල්වලට වඩා විශේෂයි. ඒ විශේෂත්වය මොකක්ද කියන කාරණාව පොඩි වෙද හාමුදුරුවන්ගෙන්ම අපි අහලා දැනගනිමු.
පුන්සඳ මෙන් ලෝව එලි කරවා දෙයි ස්වස්ති මලය හස්තිය කුලෙසින් දුටුගැමුණු රජතුමා භාවිතා කළ රාජ තෙල් 3ක් විශේෂයෙන්ම හෙනරාජ රාජතරංගනී ඉරු දැපන තෙල් 3ේම තනි ගුණයක් ලැබෙන එකම තෛලය.
දුටුගැමුණු රජතුමා වගේ ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ නරපතියෙක් භාවිතා කළ මේ තෙල් වර්ගයේ තියෙන වැදගත්කම මොකක්ද කියන කාරණාව පිළිබඳව මේ සතියේ ගිනිමෙලේ වැඩසටහනින් අපි පැහැදිලිවම කතා කරනවා.
ඔයාලා කළුවරට බයද? ඔන්න කතන්දර පැංචනම් පොඩි කාලේ කරුවලට බය වෙලා හිටියා හොඳේ. ඊ බලන් ඉන්න කෙනාට අපි මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? යකා හරියට.
Welcome back to Longdon Place for second half action of this 31st Joe Pete football encounter. Peterites could say dictated terms in that first half, Reshwan. They held firm in defense and they capitalized on the errors committed by the Josephians, and they find themselves ahead as we head into this final 45 minutes and set to retain this trophy for the 5th year in a row.
Indeed, Nathan, St. Joseph's College will have to come all out as St. Joseph's College making a couple of changes. Skipper Mark Andrew and Kavishka Bright coming off for two attacking moves probably from coach Aruna Sampath to change their fortunes in the game. St. Joseph's College currently trailing this game 1-0. The 31st Josephian-Peterite encounter. bring you all the live action to everyone around the world from the Papare.com. St. Joseph's College will have the tough ask in this second half. They'll have to come from behind if they are to regain the trophy. But as long as the Peterites are concerned, if they see this game off as it stands, they will be able to retain the trophy and take it back to Bambalapitiya.
Yes, definitely Reshwan, but shaky start for the Peterites there. So just losing their foot in a little on a couple of occasions. And we saw Isuru Pereira was animated during that half-time break. St. Peter's College with that long throw, unfortunately for them, not finding its intended target, and St. Joseph's College have won back possession. I thought, Reshwan, that St. Joseph's College closed out that first half really strongly as the number 10 there just losing his foot in a little bit in the crucial moment. That's Lasit Mihiranga, and could have really tested Mohammed if he managed to get that shot away, but unfortunately another chance goes back in for the Josephians.
Indeed, the replacements coming into the act early on. St. Joseph's College will have to hope that Lasit Mihiranga and Javan Hetiarachi can be the difference in this second half. Coach Aruna Sampath had to take that stern call of taking off their skipper Mark Andrew, who had quite an off day in this big stage of the game. Nevertheless, now Lasit Mihiranga, he will run at this defense and he will show a lot of attacking proves. And as long as the Josephians are concerned, they'll need to come out with the goods. And now once again Mohammed coming out of his line to come and gather that ball cleanly. St. Peter's College will look to clear their lines.
Yes, St. Joseph's College prioritizing fresh legs in this second half, and that could be a good tactical move by the Josephian think tank, because keep in mind, Reshwan, that three members of the Peterite backline receiving a booking in that first half, so they'll be playing under a lot of pressure as well, because they know one more mistake from them and they'll be sent straight to the bench, and that could end up being costly for their side.
Indeed, Nathan. Peterite defense will have to be careful. Last thing the Peterites would want is to go one man down after leading this game, which can be a big difference. And this time around, it's the Josephians in the wrong side of the referee's call.
Yes, strong protests coming there from the Peterite technical area. Coach Isuru Pereira, animated as always, and he's questioning the referee as to why the Josephian player didn't receive a booking for that one, after as three of his players been booked. Has taken shot, and Ravi Chandraj, that was a move straight off the training ground. Reshwan went low, went short with that free kick. Ravi Chandraj had acres of space hovering outside that 18-yard box, but unfortunately had the connection, had the power, but just not the correct direction on that long range effort. But how talismanic has the skipper been for the Peterites so far, Reshwan. He has truly led from the front in defense and in attack.
Indeed, and as we speak, St. Joseph's College once again committing a foul. This time it's the replacement number 10, Lasit Mihiranga. St. Joseph's College trailing the game, and down in some discomfort is Ahmed Humaid. St. Joseph's College really haven't been at their best this evening. It's been testing conditions here at the CRNFC grounds in London Place. We have seen quite often plenty of rugby throughout the last couple of months, we could say, Nathan. So the playing field may not be so friendly, but I would say St. Joseph's College have themselves to blame the situation right now in this 31st Josephian-Peterite encounter.
Yes, but take absolutely nothing away from that Peterite defense, Reshwan. I thought their positioning and their game awareness, being able to handle the Josephian attackers has been exceptional. But as you said, even though the Peterites have been quite solid at the back, the Josephians have had their fair share of chances which they have been unable to capitalize on. And their goalkeeper Nikhil Henry making a cardinal error to allow Devin Ravichandraj, the skipper for the Peterites, to score that opening goal, as the Peterites find themselves in the advantage. But Ahmed Humaid here just limping off the park. Not the greatest of signs for the Peterites. He's been contributing well in defense as well and in midfield, and him not being at 100% will be a crucial key miss for the Peterites, as that ball is floated up towards the right hand corner and tries to make something of nothing there, does the Peterite winger, but unfortunately doesn't manage to recover that ball and goes out for a goal kick. And now Chevon Costa with that intercept. Here's Anthony to Ravichandraj lurking outside the box again. Ravichandraj is closed down well by the Josephian defense, but being put under immense pressure here. Playing with fire are the Josephians. Anthony once again wins back the ball, and Ravichandraj's effort just didn't have enough power on it. But the Josephian defense living dangerously at Longdon Place, Reshwan.
Indeed, St. Joseph's College once again starting this second half. A lot of defending to do, but as we speak, Situka goes down that right wing, but once again Mohammed in goal, up to the task. He's been brilliant for the Peterites in goal, Nathan.
Yes, definitely has been instrumental in marshalling his back line, and I thought his awareness in coming off his line as well to intercept those Josephian crosses has been something noteworthy. He's been a presence in between the sticks for the Peterites, and we saw that crucial save in the 35th minute or so. Certain goal bound shot just tipped over the bar by the young lad in that number 1 shirt for the Peterites. But injury concerns continue for the Peterites, but they would take their time, Reshwan, because this shaves valuable seconds, valuable minutes of the time that the Josephians have to launch a comeback.
Indeed, Nathan, plenty of time remaining in the game, almost 35 minutes plus. St. Joseph's College really it's been a tough outing for them. Kudos to the Peterite defense, who have been really up to the mark, even though they have been booked in the back. As Nathan mentioned a couple of minutes ago, the 3 defenders already in the booking. Injury concerned player still on the ground. It's being assessed. St. Joseph's College player just trying to hurry things up. Rightly so. They are the ones chasing the game. And rightly, the Peterites doing what every football team does after going up ahead.
Yes, definitely, Reshwan. But great to see that the Peterite player, that's Isat Raji, is back on his feet He's also been a vital man in this Peterite attack, but he will unfortunately have to leave the pitch momentarily, and it's time for coach Isuru Pereira, I feel, to start thinking about those changes as we approach the hour mark here at Longdon Place. As you said, tiring defense as well, and considering that there's 3 bookings in that starting 11 for the Peterites, I feel the think tank would want to go to their substitutes sooner rather than later.
Indeed. Play just being a stop-start affair in this second half, giving the Peterites a breather.
Yes, and the Peterites now, after being on the back foot for the past 5 minutes or so, finally get to launch an attack into the Josephian half. And keeping the ball are the Peterites, but Josephians are applying a lot of pressure. But here's an opportunity, and he's taken out from the back there. That will surely be a foul, and yes, it is. Referee will surely want to go into his pocket there. The number 4, Ross Abner, quite reckless for the Josephians.
Indeed. And from where this free kick is, the position, the skipper, as you see the replay, indeed he was sandwiched in between those 2 defenders. Devin Ravi Chandraraj will be licking his lips, Nathan.
Yes, definitely, Reshwan. Ross Abner reckless on that occasion. And I feel, although my call might be a bit biased, that the referee should have gone into his pocket there. Had absolutely no claim to stake for that ball. But as you said, the skipper for the Peterites will be licking his lips at this opportunity. Has a rocket of a right foot. But interesting to see him hovering just outside the penalty box. So could be another move straight from the training ground, as Humaid lines this one up, and unfortunately does not get it right, but came off Josephian player in the process, and will go out for a corner. Yes, the wall doing its job there this time for Nikhil Henry, sparing his blushes. And Ravi Chandraraj now line up the corner with the angle in his favor. Floated into the box. Costa tries to get ahead on that one, but unfortunately is beaten to it by the Josephian defender. And now St. Joseph's College can launch a counter attack, but excellent defensive work there by the Peterites. Up with the defense, and just snuffing out the Josephian attack before they can formulate anything of note. Quite happy to defend from the front are the Peterites, and that's paid them their due dividends so far in the 59 minutes that we've had today. And St. Joseph's College have been made to look rather toothless there, as Mohammad Mishat makes another easy collection.
Once again, St. Joseph's College really fighting for position. St. Peter's College have done really well even in this second half. They're picking up from where they left off once again, and a beautiful through ball being played down that right wing, puts it into the penalty area. Skipper Devin Ravi Chandraraj goes for that expensive bicycle kick, but just couldn't get his connection right. But some beautiful play from the Peterites.
Yes, lovely front foot football by the Peterites. Chevon Costa there making a break on that right flank, and put in a lovely cross, but unfortunately St. Joseph's player managed to get a foot to that, but that didn't stop the skipper for the Peterites attempting the extraordinary. Now what a game he's having, leading the line, leading the pack for the Peterites. Such a fearless player is Devin Ravichandraj, Reshwan. Never afraid, never shy to attempt something acrobatic such as that. And very nearly getting another shot on target for his side. Yes, the Peterite player now trying to twist and turn past the Josephians. Good 1-2 football there, but just as I say that, they've handed the ball straight back to the Josephians. It's been a stop-start stuff for both sides as Josephian midfielder there switches up the play onto that open right flank. Peterite defense is scrambling. Appeals for a handball, but and the referee obliges and points to the spot, Reshwan, but I thought his hand was close to his body there. We'll take a look at the replay. No, it wasn't. Hand was flailing out from the number 4. That's Tehan Senanayak, already in the book as well. And will he cost his side the lead here?
Indeed, not the best of defensive coming in from Tehan Senanayak in that number 4 jersey. St. Joseph's College have an opportunity to draw level things here and take this game into the final half an hour to ride down to the wire. It's Royson Bright who steps up for the spot kick for the boys in white, St. Joseph's College. In goal, Mohammed Mishad. He's had a decent game, but a spot kick can ruin his clean sheet. Royson Bright makes no mistake with the spot penalty kick. He draws level things back here and bringing some hope back to the boys in white. St. Joseph's College have drawn level things in this 31st Josephian-Peterite encounter. Half an hour remaining in the game with added time as we are in for a very thrilling finish at this 31st Josephian-Peterite encounter.
Yes, Rishwan, I thought it all started there on that opposite flank with the Josephian midfielder trying to switch up the play. Spotted that there was open space on the right flank, and from there, excellent run by the winger, managing to draw that penalty from Sena Nayak. And this game has turned on its head in just one phase of play, and straight away the Peterites playing under pressure. Royson Bright very nearly gaining the lead for his side there. Another miscued shot from him, not for the first time today, but St. Joseph's College with the corner nonetheless, and the momentum has well and truly been wrestled back into their favour here at Longden Place. But for the Peterites, it'll be important that they play with calm and cool heads here. Just try and see out this game. They'll know what they're capable of. It's important that they don't lose their cool. Don't let those nerves get in the way, because they are still very much well and truly in this clash. But as for now, with 27 minutes to go, St. Joseph's College on the front foot with another corner in their favour. Swinging it in with the breeze is that Josephian winger. Good corner taken, but again Peterite defense in the right place at the right time, but unable to gain possession back as Bright attempts the extraordinary, and very nearly once again from Royson Bright, and all of a sudden Rishwan, he's found his shooting boots, unleashed an effort from 25 yards or so, and only a matter of inches away from that top left corner. But whatever the Josephian think tank has said to these boys at half-time, Reshwan, appears to be working.
Indeed, Coach Arno Sampath would have had his fair share out to the boys, and thankfully the Josephian faithful as well have brought back to life as St. Joseph's College concede a free kick.
Yes, Royson Bright there just going into the back of that Peterite player. For him, I feel it's important that he doesn't get too ahead of himself. Yes, must be feeling like $1 million at the moment, having scored that equalizer and come close on a couple of occasions too. But it's important for him to, and this Josephian outfit, to maintain their composure. and not let the game get ahead of them. And now it's St. Peter's College with a set piece. He'll want to float this one into the box. Will the replacement player for the Peterites floated into the box. A tricky collection there for the Josephian keeper, but Nikhil Henry just managed to rise above the pack and get a crucial hand on that. Was fouled in the process as well, and the Josephians will keep a possession. Long ball out now from the defense into acres of empty space on that right flank, but ball just going out of play. No, it hasn't. Did well there, did the Josephian winger twist in and turn in past that Peterite defender. And St. Joseph's College have done extremely well there. Here's a Royce Bright with that through ball. Unfortunately for him, just overcooked. But good sequence of play from the Josephians there. You take a look at that crucial hand from Nikhil Henry. But St. Joseph's College, Reshwan, well and truly on the front foot in this second 45.
Indeed, still half the job done for St. Joseph's College as long as they are concerned. Situka with the corner kick. He's been brilliant down this right wing. Whips it in, but just beats everyone on that occasion. Probably deflected a Peterite defender, so still position with St. Joseph's College.
Yes, another long throw coming in from the Josephians. Peterite defense well and truly been put to the test here in this 22 minutes that we've had in the second half so far. This time deals with it nicely. Does that Peterite defender. Finds an exit ball and wayward kick coming in, but Josephians are still with possession. That man making the outside run, chooses to go by himself. Does that number 17, but gets a boot in the way. Does that Peterite defender. Manages to avert any danger, but it will still be the Josephians with the possession, and another long throw to come their way. But that Peterite defender choosing to milk this one. Reshwan, he's stayed down, probably trying to kill some of that momentum that these Josephians have been creating in the second half. You can't blame him. What an attacking display we've seen from the boys from Maradana. This is what we expected when we walked into Longden Place today. St. Joseph's College have been the far more dominant side in the football sphere in the past few months or so, and we saw just a couple of days ago they managed to win that second 11 encounter 4-0. That was at the St. Peter's College grounds in Bambalapitiya. And finally, after a rather lackluster first half, and I could say a lackluster first 10 minutes in the second half as well, St. Joseph's College have finally managed to find their feet, as that Peterite player is back up and play will be able to continue. But with the amount of injuries and players going down that we've had in this second half, won't be too surprised if we have a lengthy amount of stoppage time, as very nearly once again the Josephians, that ball flashed across Mohammed's net, and he'll be happy that it has gone out of play and not ended up at the back of it, as the Josephians will have another corner. More defending to do for the Peterites. 21 minutes of normal time left here at Longden Place. Josephians breathing down the necks of the Peterite defense. As many as 7 players in the box for the Josephians. Peterites, yes, Ravichandraj running onto that loose ball. Ravichandraj on the counter attack, has 2 defenders to beat. Tried to cut inside, but unfortunately just went straight into the defender there. But he won't be having too many complaints. Manages to break that momentum of the Josephians somewhat and bring play into the attacking half. You see there, look at the commitment on that lad. Bringing play into the attacking half of the Peterites. and goes short with the throw in. Now do the Peterites. Here's a Ravichandraj twisting and turning past those defenders. Finds enough space to put in the cross. Needs to get ahead on that. Does the Peterite striker. Unfortunately unable to do so. Josephian defender was there and they're about to make that clearance, and now Mohammed off his line swiftly to collect that through ball before the Josephian winger, and now the clearance straight into the part of Anthony, but he hands the ball right back to the Josephians, and that's a cynical foul there by Anthony, and referee goes straight into the pocket. So eagerness getting the better of the Peterite player on that occasion, and he's the 5th Peterite player to get into the referee's book today, Reshwan.
Indeed, plenty of Peterite players in the book and finding themselves in the wrong side of the referee. It will be a very, very tense finish for the Peterites. They are the current holders of the trophy, and they did lose that first goal lead, well, the 1 goal lead as well. So once again an error in the back, but it has been stopped because Peterite goalkeeper Mohammed in some discomfort down there.
Yes, he's milking this as well. He's Mohammed, and the Josephian players are protesting, but he'll stay down. He'll want to run down the clock as much as possible. His side well and truly under the pump here. Just breaking that Josephian momentum will be the priority for all those lads in yellow down there. But concerned faces around the Peterite goalkeeper. Hope he's alright. He has been one of the standouts for the lads from Bambalapiti today, and nearly his entire team surrounding him. As we take a look at the crowd at Longdon Place, has built up slowly but surely. These traditional rivalries, Reshwan, always manage to draw quite the crowd, and Peterite and Josephian supporters alike have gathered in their numbers to cheer on their school today.
Indeed, as you see, the dignitaries, the rectors from the respective schools, Reverend Father Rohit Rodrigo and Reverend Father Ranjit Andradi. Stoppage in play. These will all count up to added time at the end of 90 minutes. Will be interesting to see how much of added time will be added on. As, we are good to restart proceedings here. Around 17 minutes left on our clock with added time. This game well and surely going right down to the wire, Nathan.
Yes, and that's what you love to see, and that's what we expect from this rivalry. Reshwan has gone down to the wire on multiple occasions, and as we said before kickoff, 3 of the 5 last 5 meetings between these two sides have ended up in penalties, and we did expect more of the same today. It has been quite the entertaining clash for us up in the combox, and must have been quite the entertaining clash for the neutral viewers as well, as that Josephian defender makes an absolute mess of that ball. Unfortunately for him, just slips. The through ball was good to Ravichandraj, but the number 5 for St. Joseph's College, that's Samidu Piyumkar, did well to win the ball back. And now Mohammed once again swiftly off his line under a lot of pressure from the Josephian front row, and once again Josephians hand in possession back. Yes, Humaid. Anthony. Humaid again. 4 Josephian defenders having to team up to win that ball off of him. And a senseless pass, you must be said, results in the ball comfortably nestling in the hands of Mohammed. This time the header is much better from that number 4, that's Ross Abner for St. Joseph's College. And Dineth Vishmita just on the ground there. St. Peter's College have won a free kick inside the Josephian half, and they'll have to make something of this. They'll be keen to make something of this to try and regain this lead here at CRNFC. Behind the ball is Humaid, and that replacement player in the number 6 jumper to be lining it up from halfway here. The ball doing its job though for St. Joseph's College. Clearance landing straight back in the path of a Peterite player, and Ravi Chandraraja's shot is wavered, so no damage done to Nikhil Henry's goal. But Peterites with a few chances now, slowly but surely wrestling their way back into this game.
Around 14 minutes left in the game. St. Peter's College did let go of their lead. Nevertheless, it's been a very closely contested affair. Once again, ball being played to Sithuka Gunawardhan, who's been the playmaker down that right wing for the Josephians. That pass just too heavy. That crossfield pass from Royce and Bright. Once again, St. Joseph's College to keep hold of position. This is good, but as we speak, a foul being conceded once again by the Peterites. A free kick in favor of St. Joseph's College around that midway area in the field.
Looked like the Peterite player won the ball on that occasion, but unfortunately for both these lads, they have gone down injured, and that's not a pretty picture. Regardless of where your support is, you don't want to see players going down injured. These young players on show today have their entire careers ahead of them. That's Anthony there, who's down for the Peterites, and Royce and Bright for the Josephians, although he appears to be back on his feet. Concerned faces also just behind the Peterite tactical area. Caden Anthony has been important. Both Anthonys, in fact, Caden and Aiden Anthony, have both been quite crucial for the Peterites in today's play. They would not want to lose one of them, especially at a crucial juncture like this with just over 11 minutes left on our clocks. But I'm sure, Ashwan, there'll be at least 10 to 12 minutes of stoppages after the 90 minutes is done and dusted. But Anthony still on the floor. It's not looking good for him. But finally we get somewhat of a breather after some has to be said end-to-end action in this game so far from both the Peterites and the Josephians. High intensity played with high intensity, have both sets of players given it their all to try and for the Josephians to try and bring back the trophy to Maradana, and as for the Peterites to maintain it and retain it as they have been for the past 5 years or so. And now St. Joseph's College with the free kick, and was straight at Mohammed in goal, but as he has been throughout the 80 minutes so far today, was aware to it and was out swiftly to make that collection and ensure no damage done. But St. Joseph's College continue on the attack. Another dangerous ball in, this time from the left hand side for St. Joseph's College. All of the attacking Reshwan has come from the right hand side across these 80 minutes, and their counterparts on the left finally put in their names into the hat, and in what a threatening way.
Indeed, Nathan. St. Joseph's College attackers was in the coming. They will come into the game, and well and surely they have stormed their way back into the game. But the job half done for both sides, you could say. Game still wide open as we have 9 more minutes left on our clock. So game well and surely going right down to the wire. Has been quite in the balance between both sides in this second half. Both teams have had their chances up front. St. Joseph's College was awarded a penalty where they drew first blood once again. A big shout from the Peterite faithful out here in CRNFC grounds for that foul. The referee stays, lets the play goes on, as now Dinet Vishmitha gives it out to Situka. Again, just not being able to get that ball into that penalty area, but nevertheless St. Joseph's College will concede that free kick as the Patriots have an opportunity to launch an attack of their own.
This was a good counter-attacking stuff from the Josephians, has to be said. Did well to keep that ball, but unfortunately Peterites now managing to draw that foul and turn over possession, and nearly the entire side up now into the Josephian half. They'll be throwing the kitchen sink at it, will both these sides in this last 7 minutes. Unfortunately doesn't land for any of the Peterite forwards, but did well to make something of it. Did Akif on that occasion, and straight away pressing these Josephian players are the Peterites, but maintaining his composure is the man in the number 5 jumper, Savindu Piyumkar for St. Joseph's College. But once again swiftly off his line is Mohammed to ensure that no further damage is done to that scoreline. But St. Joseph's College now with the possession once again. A lovely floated ball, but was making that run from an offside position, the left winger for St. Joseph's College. What a tantalizing finish we have on our hands here. What a mouth-watering finish we have on our hands here, Reshwan, at Longdon Place. Just over 5 minutes to go, but I'm sure plenty of added time as well. Tired legs from both these sides, but they'll be throwing the kitchen sink at it, won't they?
Indeed, Nathan. Both set of players will give it their all in this final 5 minutes. Plus added time, so plenty of time to get a winner in the game. Once again, play goes on as Ravi Chandraraj puts that ball into that penalty area, but dealt well by the Josephian defense. Once again, Devin Ravi Chandraraj puts it back in. But Royson Bright with the clearance duties. Fouls going left, right and centre. This time around, St. Joseph's College, Dinesh Vishmita will be booked for that foul being committed on the Peterite player. And the referee as well, Nathan, hasn't been shy away from handing out those yellow cards.
Yes, he's been handing them out like Christmas cards, hasn't he, Reshwan? My memory serves me right, this is the 7th or 8th booking today across both sides. So it had to have been trigger happy as well. Both these sides again playing with the high intensity, putting their bodies on the line. And it's important as a referee, as a man in the middle with all that control, that you dictate terms and you ensure that all the players are safe and sound on the pitch.
Indeed, Nathan. Firing, and Peterite player back on his feet. That's good news for the Peterites.
Yes, was the same player who went down earlier as well after that collision with Rosian Bright. And now St. Peter's College with another set piece. He'll look to go directly for goal, but that Josephian defender Ross Abner managed to get in the way of that one, and St. Joseph's College now will look to launch that counter attack, but the Peterite defense with some excellent positioning and applying that pressure onto Bright, but Bright just manages to get away and find enough space for that long ball. And now it's a one back by the man in the number 5 jumper. He'll have a chance to go again. Will that the substitute for St. Joseph's College? But the Peterite defense stepping up when it matters most. Another crucial save there by Mohammad Mikshad, and a crucial block coming in as well on the rebound. But St. Joseph's College rather asking all the questions here at the London Place. But ball finally has gone out for a goal kick. And I'm telling you, Mohammad Mikshad and that entire Peterite back line will be breathing a huge sigh of relief, Reshwan.
Indeed, Nathan, chance that could have put this game to the end. St. Joseph's College was denied. As the Papare band continues, the intensity of the game will continue in these final stages. It was St. Peter's College who gave away their slender lead through that penalty from Royston Bright, who made no mistake from the spot. But now St. Joseph's College have an opportunity to pin this ball into the box.
Yes, in the dying phases of normal time, Reshwan, St. Joseph's College with a golden opportunity to try and grab this game by the scruff of its neck in the death. And the Peterites who have been good in defense so far today will need to step up now when it does matter most. That's a floated in by the Josephian player. And now in some space is that man in the number 6 jersey for St. Joseph's College. St. Joseph's College still with the possession. Here's a Bright, but straight into a Peterite defender. And the ball has gone out of play, but St. Joseph's College with the throw-in will continue to maintain that possession, continue to maintain that pressure on the Peterites. Long throw coming in on that occasion, flashed across the face of goal. But the defense there once again to make that clearance. But he'll try again with the long throw. Tried to flick it on, did that replacement player for St. Joseph's College. That was Lasid Mirang. But once again, good grab there by Mohammad Mikshad. And 90 minutes is up on our clock here at Longden Place, but I'm sure there'll be lengthy amount of stoppage time as well. And what a game we have on our hands here, with both these teams trying to win it for their side.
Indeed, Nathan. And if things head this way, probably the winner will be decided once again via penalty shootout. If things stand as this, it will be heading into a penalty shootout. That will be crunch time.
Yes, what drama we had at the race course in 2023, Reshwan. The last time this encounter was played was 2-all in a normal time, and in the penalty shootout it was 7-6. The Peterites eventually managing to snatch it from the Josephians, but now it's the Peterites with a corner in these 9 phases, and straight away Ravichandraj running towards that corner flag to take it. The entire Peterite team has gathered across the face of the Josephian goal. Overcooks it though, does Ravichandraj. Overcooks the corner. Unfortunately, the chance will go begging for St. Peter's College, and we'll have to wait a little bit longer for the next score in this game. But taken quickly by Henry. Peterite players rushing onto these Josephians who are trying to find some sort of an exit. Sends in a good weighted pass. Does that man in the number 17 jumper, but the runner, unfortunately, Mirang, ran from an offside possession. So St. Peter's again with another set piece, and they'll want to send their whole team front, try to make something of this precious little possession, I must say, that they are getting in these 9 phases. It's all been one-way traffic in this second half. St. Joseph's College well and truly finding their feet, but can St. Peter's College snatch it at the death, as they have on multiple occasions so far, as the Josephian player just appears to have gone down there. Just off your camera now, in focus. Man in that 47 jumper for St. Joseph's College, and referee is not happy with the acting, has put him in the book as well, Reshwan.
Back on his feet. The replacement player, just the 2 replacements are being made by the Josephians as soon as that second half started. Doing well to shield his way through, but Devin Ravichandraj doing brilliantly well to win back the ball, and importantly to win a free kick in a very crucial area of the playing field. St. Joseph's College player being booked as well in the process.
Yes, that's our 10th card today, Reshwan. And Devin Ravichandraj, the skipper for St. Peter's College, leading from the front there. Going and putting that Josephian defender under immense pressure, managing to draw the foul. And now St. Peter's College in these 9 moments with a free kick from good range. And the skipper will be licking his lips. He'll be wanting to line this one up. St. Peter's College committing so many bodies into that penalty area. 7 players up from the back. The entire team currently in this Josephian half. And St. Peter's College with a golden opportunity. Ravichandraj having a word with Coach Isuru there. This is a crucial moment for St. Peter's College, a crucial moment in the history of this rivalry, as Ravichandraj manages to go through the wall. Ball with the player in a space outside the box. unfortunately miscues the shot there. Peterite still with possession. Pinball out here at CRNFC, but St. Joseph's College managed to win back possession. Take that free kick quickly. He is Mirang, but scrambling are the Peterite defense, but managed to get up and make sure Josephians don't find the back of the net, but still with possession here. Whips in a lovely cross from the left hand side, ricochets off the defender, but Mishkad swiftly off his line for the umpteenth time today to make that collection and hold the Josephians at bay. Ball just going out of play there. St. Joseph's College with another throw in. This time finds a runner running from that left hand side is Sham Saldin. Sham Saldin just losing his foot in there by the touchline, and it'll be a goal kick to St. Peter's College. We are pretty deep into stoppage time as well now, in the closing moments, and we're heading for another thriller here at Longden Place.
Indeed, been a very competitive game of football at this 31st Josephian-Peterite football encounter. As that ball will roll away, but it was Nikhil Henry who was out of his mark, who came out, and the Peterites are winning a corner kick as well.
Nikhil Henry with another crucial error in a crunch moment, and the entire Peterite support here supporting their side. That's flipped into the box, but unfortunately not good enough in attack from the Peterites, and in possession back to St. Joseph's College, and another opportunity squandered for the boys in yellow today. Here's a Bright to take this free kick. Has a runner, but did well to get in the way of that. Did that Peterite defender. Now doubling up are the Peterite defense, and the ball just heading out of play, and St. Peter's College have won back the possession. In these dying moments in stoppage time, Reshwan, St. Peter's College finally managing to find their feet once again in this clash. Have been knocking on the door in these last few moments as they win another throw in. Beg your pardon. Here's a throw in to the Peterites. Will look to go long from here. Ravi Chandraj tries to flick it on, but can only kick it as far as Bright. Both sides are scrambling to win that ball here in the air, and this time flicked on by the Peterite. They makes absolute hash of that. Does the Josephian defender. St. Peter's College will want to launch a shot from here, but does well to get a boot on that. That's the man in that in the 29 jumper, Ishan Gunasekar, and St. Peter's College have won another corner, but find another one of their players in the books, but that won't matter. Just a few more moments left in this clash, and Ravi Chandraj with another chance to get in a good ball, try and salvage something at the death for his side. Whips in a good ball, but just overcooks it once again does Ravi Chandraj, and Nikhil Henry will want to take this one quickly. Excellent goal kick, finds the target. Here's Salim on that left hand side. Bright cutting inside, tries to find that man out wide on the right, but very aware was that Peterite defender, and Ravi Chandraj tried to salvage back that ball, but unfortunately just too much power on it. It has gone out for another throw into the Josephians, but they'll have to play out of their own half here, as the referee has blown for full time here at Longden Place, and as it has done for the past 5 years. This Josephian-Peterite football clash will go down to the wire, Reshwan. Penalty shootout at Longdon Place.
Indeed, it was not enough to separate the two sides in regular time, as the Josephian-Peterite encounter, the 31st one, will be decided via a penalty shootout. It's crunch time now for both teams. St. Joseph's College, who are chasing the trophy and who want to take it back to Dali Road, will have to do it the hard way via this penalty shootout. And as long as the Peterites are concerned, after going up 1-0 ahead in that first half, they gave away that lead, and St. Joseph's have taken this game into the penalties. It's going to be very, very interesting, as Nikhil Henry from St. Joseph's College and Mohammed Mishad from St. Peter's College will have a big task in the game. Will it head back to Bambalapitiya, or will it take the trip back to Dali Road? Time will tell us, as a penalty is coming up in this 31st Josephian-Peterite annual football encounter. We'll head into a commercial break and be back when it all unfolds here at the CRNFC grounds in London Place.
ඔයාලා කළුවරට බයද? ඔන්න කතන්දර පැංචනම් පොඩි කාලේ කරුවලට බය වෙලා හිටියා හොඳේ. ඊ බලන් ඉන්න කෙනාට අපි මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? යකා හරියට හරි. අයියෝ මොකද කරන්නේ? අම්මෝ අයියෝ කියලා දුවගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ගමරාලගේ ඇඳ යටට රිංග ගන්නවා. කවුද මගේ පිටේ ඉන්නේ? අද සිට රාජ්‍ය සභාව සියලුම දෙනා සාවධානව සවන් දෙන්න. සද්ද විද්ද පළඟ පතිරණ කවට යවුනේ පස්සේ.
කතන්දර පැංචා සඳුදා උදෑසන 11ට, බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා සවස 5ට සහ සෙනසුරාදා උදෑසන 11ට
A+ Kids TV නාලිකා අංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
සිකුරාදා රාත්‍රී 9:30ට කොළඹ සිනේර මොස්සේ බලාපොරොත්තු වන්න.
ഞങ്ങളെ പുണ്യാലിന് വന്നക്കൈ ഇതെന്തു പറ്റി?
അതെ നിനക്കെന്നോട് വാക്ക് പറയാനില്ലേ?
ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കോ.
എന്റെ മേരി നിനക്കൊന്ന് ചൊല്ലാവോ?
Catch the movie with Sinhala subtitle this Friday at 9:30 p.m. only on Channel 1.
ഞങ്ങളെ പുണ്യാലിന് വന്നക്കൈ ഇതെന്തു പറ്റി?
അതെ നിനക്കെന്നോട് വാക്ക് പറയാനില്ലേ?
ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കോ.
എന്റെ മേരി നിനക്കൊന്ന് ചൊല്ലാവോ?
Hollywood சினிநேரம் சிங்கள உபதலைப்புகளுடன் வெள்ளிக்கிழமை இரவு 9:30க்கு.
ഞങ്ങളെ പുണ്യാലിന് വന്നക്കൈ ഇതെന്തു പറ്റി?
അതെ നിനക്കെന്നോട് വാക്ക് പറയാനില്ലേ?
ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കോ.
എന്റെ മേരി നിനക്കൊന്ന് ചൊല്ലാവോ?
Catch the
the movie with Sinhala subtitles this Sunday at 9:30 p.m. only on Channel 1.
Back to the live coverage here from CRFC grounds for the 31st Josephian-Peterite football encounter. It's crunch time now. It's time for the penalty shootout to decide who will take over the bragging rights of this Saints derby, you could say. Will it be St. Peter's College who will retain the trophy, or will it be St. Joseph's College who will take it back to Dali Road?
And by the looks of things, it will be the Peterites to kick first in this penalty shootout, and the skipper, as he has done for the past 90 odd minutes, Devin Ravichandraj, will step up to the spot. Nikhil Henry will be keen to make amends, Reshwan. It was his unforced error that Ravichandraj latched on to open the score in this clash. Yes, the skipper for the Peterites makes absolutely no mistake, does Devin Ravichandraj. Appreciating the crowd as well. Slotted beautifully into the bottom right corner. The talisman for the Peterites stepping up when it matters most. And a few words of encouragement for Mohammad Mishkat, who has been a live wire between the sticks today for St. Peter's College. And he'll be hoping to make a few crucial saves in this penalty shootout.
Indeed, Peterite skipper sending Nikhil Henry the wrong way. And now for the Josephian steps up Ross Abner in front of Mohammad Mishad. Silence here at CRFC grounds as Ross Abner steps up for the Josephians' first penalty kick in the shootout and makes no mistake. Ross Abner converts his penalty as Mohammad Mishad did go the right way, but it was too much of a winner minute.
Yes, sir. As you correctly say, Reshwan, just too much power on that occasion from Ross Abner, as the decibels here at CRNFC are only growing louder and louder. The second penalty taker for the Peterites is Izat Raji. He's known to be calm and composed from the spot, but Nikhil Henry will definitely have something to say about that. Mohammad Mishkad will be ruined the fact that he went the right way but was unable to make that save. But none of that matters now. Here's Izat Raji staring down Nikhil Henry. Goes the right way, but the placement is perfect from Izat Raji. Once again, finding that bottom left corner to perfection is that number 8 for the Peterites. And both penalties so far perfect from the boys in yellow.
Indeed. Just too much for Nikhil Henry to get a hand to it. For the Josephians, for the second kick, it's Savindu Pimunkara who just blasts that penalty, giving no chance to Mohammad Nishad in goal. As penalty shootout as well, being quite intense. Both teams have converted both kicks.
Yes, once again Mohammad Mishkat going the right way, but just too much venom on that from Samindu Piyumkara. Samindu Piyumkara has been crucial for the Josephians today, leading that second half resurgence for the boys from Dali Road as the third kick for St. Peter's College. He's been lined up here. That's Kevin Berman in the number 6 jumper. Kevin Berman. Nikhil Henry trying to make his presence felt, but Kevin Berman would have had his heart in his mouth for a moment there, going in off the crossbar, but he'll be breathing a huge sigh of relief here, Kevin Berman.
Indeed, and he tried to take the gloves off Mohammad Nishad, but Mohammad Nishad just asking for one final opportunity. And now for St. Joseph's College, it will be the number 6 replacement play, if I'm not mistaken. Rather, it's Sham Saldin, and the number 6 jumper will take this spot kick for St. Joseph's College. Can he hold the nerve in these crunch moments? Saldin saves the penalty. Mohammad Nilshad. He was almost taken away from his gloves, but he shows who's the man and who's the boss. And Kevin Berman, after successfully converting his spot kick earlier round, tried to take the gloves off Mohammad Nishad, but he pleaded to give him one final opportunity, and he has absolutely paid off.
Mohammad Mishkad, you beauty. He knew he was on a mission there, Mohammad Mishkad. He was going absolutely nowhere. He wanted to be in between the sticks for that one, as the fourth penalty for the Peterites from the number 21 into the top left corner. St. Peter's College now with the ascendancy here, as Mohammad Akif has found the top of the netting. Absolute scenes here at Longden Place, but St. Peter's College finding that order in the chaos and find themselves just inches above St. Joseph's College at the moment here.
Indeed, now the big task being handed over to Royson Bright, who did convert his spot kick in regular time, that brought us here. And this time around, what a spot kick! Just smashes it through right down the middle, giving no chance for Mohammad Nishad in goal. St. Joseph's trailing the penalty shootout 4-3. It's been clinical from the Peterites. Devin Ravi Chandraraj, Izzat Raji, Kevin Berman and Mohammad Akif has given the advantage to the Peterites. And now stepping up for the Peterites, Ahmed Humaid.
Yes, if he scores this one, he'll retain the trophy for his school. So much pressure on those young shoulders of Ahmed Humaid. We'll have Nikhil Henry to beat. No. St. Joseph's College changing the gloves here. Royson Bright coming in between the sticks for this decisive penalty. Ahmed Humaid versus Royson Bright here at Longden Place. Ahmed Humaid with the weight of the entire Peterite fraternity on his shoulders to clinch this 31st annual Josephian-Peterite football encounter. Ahmed Humaid, cool as a cucumber, slots that one in, and St. Peter's College emerge victorious at the 31st Joe Pete annual football encounter at the Longden Place. Held their nerve for the 90 minutes despite waves and waves of attacks from St. Joseph's College, and then their keeper Mohammad Mishkad stepping up when it mattered most. And the celebrations have just begun here at Longden Place. The chants from the Peterites, but what a game from St. Peter's College here, winning it for the third consecutive time to the boys from Bambalapit here. And they've kept these bragging rights to themselves since 2019 for the 6th year running now. St. Peter's College well and truly on top, Reshwan.
Indeed, a win for the ages for the Patriots. St. Peter's College, led by skipper Devin Ravi Chandraraj, will take back the trophy to Bambalapitiya with a lot of pride, as the blue, white and gold flags will be flying high here at the CRNFC grounds in London Place. It's St. Joseph's College who go down begging. In a regular time it was 1-1, and the winner decided via a penalty shootout for a second year running, and this time once again it's St. Peter's College who hold the nerve to take back the trophy and the win back to Bambalapitiya.
Yes, but take nothing away from this Josephian outfit Reshwan. The second half was all one-way traffic from St. Joseph's College. They had a point to prove here at Longden Place. As you said, the third best all-island schoolboy football team. But none of that matters in these traditional rivalries. And the chance to just continue for St. Peter's College. The celebrations have just begun at Longden Place. The celebrations will continue back to Bambalapitiya, and the celebrations will continue for the foreseeable future for St. Peter's College. And coach Isuru Piris can finally let out a smile. Devin Ravichandraj, the victorious skipper for St. Peter's College, found the back of the net as well. What a game he had. Led his troops from the front and ensured that the silverware stays at Bambalapitiya. Indeed, big congratulations goes out to the Patriots, led by David Ravi Chandraraj and coached by Isuru Pereira. They'll be a proud bunch and a very elated one as well. So we'll head back to a commercial break and come back with the post-match presentation ceremony.
Catch the movie with Sinhala subtitles this Sunday at 9:30 p.m. only on Channel 1.
මාධ්‍ය ජනමාධ්‍ය සමාජ මාධ්‍ය හරහා විවිධ පුද්ගලයන් තමන්ගේ මතවාදයන් ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා. නමුත් කවදා හරි ඔබට හිතිලා තියෙනවා නම් තව කෙනෙක්ට පුළුවන් ද මන් සම්බන්ධයෙන් සාපරාධී ප්‍රකාශයක් කරන්න, සාවද්‍ය ප්‍රකාශයක් කරන්න, ඒ හරහා මගේ කීර්ති නාමයට කැරලක් වෙනව නේද කියලා. ඔබට පුළුවන් අපේ රටේ තියෙන සිවිල් නීතිය යටතේ ඔබට විරුද්ධව අපහාස කරයි කියලා නෛතික ක්‍රියාමාර්ග ගන්න. මෙවර වැඩසටහනෙන් අපි කතා කරන්නේ අපහාසය පිළිබඳව ලංකාවේ නීතියේ නෛතික ක්‍රමෝපායන් සම්බන්ධ.
නීතිය අඟහරුවාදා උදෑසන 8:30ට සහ සවස 4:30ට. නැවත විකාශය ඉරිදා උදෑසන 8ට.
The semi-finals of the PFL World Tournament.
Oh, big one!
Fabian the Assassin Edwards takes on dangerous finisher Josh Silvera with a trip to the finals on the line. Plus, former light heavyweight world champion Phil Davis takes on rising star Sullivan Cauley.
You're gonna see it this year!
Don't miss the action.
සැමදා මතකයෙන් නොමියෙන චිත්‍රපට තුළින් ස්වර්ණමය යුගයක් එකලු කළ අප්‍රමාණ රසිකාදරයට පාත්‍ර වූ සිංහල සිනමාවේ අමරණීය චරිත මතකාවර්ජනය අමරණීය මතක. සිංහල සිනමාවේ අමරණීය චරිත මතකාවර්ජනය සෑම දිනකම සවස 3ට රිදී TV අමරණීය මතක තුලින්
happened?
He grabbed me. Remember that song we used to sing in our tents off Snake River? All I really want to do is get away.
Guys, we need help here!
Every other day it's something new.
What'd you do?
Don't look back, just run! Run!
River Wild.
මේක නිකම්ම නිකන් ඩාන්ස් වර්කවුට් එකක් නෙමෙයි ෆුල් බොඩි ඩාන්ස් වර්කවුට් එකක්.
රයිස් වලින් අපි විශේෂ දෙයක් හදන හැටි ඔබට කියලා දෙන්න සූදානම්ව ඉන්නවා. අපි ආසයි නේද කැන්ඩල් හෝල්ඩ් එකට වෙනස් විදිහේ දේවල් ටිකක් එකතු කරගන්න.
ඔන්න සුපුරුදු චීන සංචාරයට තමයි දැන් සූදානම් වෙලා ඉන්නේ.
අධික සතුටක් තිබ්බත් අධික දුකක් තිබ්බත් බයක් තිබුණත් මානසික පීඩනකින් හිටියත් ඔබට හෘදයාබාධයක් ඇතිවීමේ හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා.
ජනතාව තමයි කියන්නේ වැක්සින් එක ගත්ත පස්සේ තමයි මට මේ තත්ත්වයට ආවේ කියලා. ඥාන සම්බන්ධතාවය තියෙන හෘද රෝගවලට.
හදවත පරිස්සම් කරගන්න නම් හදවතින්ම අහන්න ඕනි වැඩසටහනක්. මේ සතිය සුවර්ණ අනිවාර්යෙන්ම නරඹන්න. අපේ මාතෘකාව හෘද රෝග.
ලග්න 12ට ඔබේ ආදරය බලපාන අයුරු මේ සතියේ channel 1 තරසක් පනින් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්.
සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඔය සිංහ ලග්න ධාරීන් ආදරය විරුද්ධ ලිංගිකයාට පෙන්වන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක හිත ඇතුලේ තියාගෙන ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන ගතිය වැඩි. ඒක තමන් ඇතුලේ තියෙන දෙයක්. පෙන්වන එක හරි අඩුයි සිංහ ලග්න ධාරීන්ගේ.
ලග්නෙන් ලග්නයට ආදරය බලපාන අයුරු මේ සතියේ අපි කියනවා channel 1 තරසක් මනින්.
සෙනසුරාදා උදෑසන 8ට නැවත විකාශය සඳුදා උදෑසන 8ට සහ සවස 4ට.
ඔන්න පුංචි ඔයාලගේ ආදරණීය නාලිකාවට දැන් අවුරුදු 8ක්. ඉතින් ඔයාටත් පුළුවන් ඔයාගේ හිතේ තියෙන ආදරය කියලා A+ Kids TV අපිට වීඩියෝ එකක් එවන්න. අපි ලෑස්ති ඒ ආදරය මුළු ලෝකෙටම පෙන්වන්න. එහෙනම් පුංචිගේ ආදරේ 07668 21 22 66 අපේ දුරකථන අංකයට එවන්න. පුංචි ඔයාලගේ ආදරණීය රූප පෙට්ටිය A+ Kids TV ඒ ආදරය යනකම් මග බලන් ඉන්නවා.
A+ Kids TV නාලිකා අංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
Finish him! 34 years later. Johnny, I knew it was you. A legendary rivalry. It's the guy whose ass you kicked. That will recreate history. Experience the saga. Live the legend. On the new series of Cobra Kai, a Karate Kid story. Premieres 27th June on Rock Entertainment.
නූඩල්ස් එළවලු ටිකක් දාලා ටෙම්පරාදු කරලා නූඩල්ස් ටික හලං කරලා ගත්ත එකනේ හැමදාම කරේ. එතකොට ඉන්දුනීසියාව මැලේසියාව ඒක එහෙම නෙමෙයිලු වෙන්නේ. මේ ශරීරය නැවුම් කරගන්න රිෆ්‍රෙෂ් කරගන්න හොඳ පානයක් හදන විදිය. රසවත් ලෙමන් බා එකක් හදාගන්න විදිය කියනවා මේ සතියේ කුකින් බීට්ස් වලින්. මේ සේරම එකතු වෙච්ච රසවත් කුකින් බීට්ස් වැඩසටහනක් මේ සතියේත් ඔබ වෙනුවෙන් ලෑස්ති.
I'm different. I wake up and I just sort of Julio. Oh. So what I need is my own special guest. You will lure in young prey for me.
Okay.
You are an idiot. Shut up.
Is this gonna make a lot of money? No, but you didn't become an executive to make money.
Phantasmus. New episodes every Monday on HBO's Signature.
හලෝ කොහොමද හොඳින් ඉන්නවද? හොඳින් ඉන්නවද? හොඳින් ඉන්නවද? ඔයාලා බලන්න ඇති මේ රණුවක්කට මොනවා වෙලාද කියන්නේ? ලස්සන ක්‍රාෆ්ට් එකක්. ඔව්වනේ. මුහුදේ ඉන්න යාළුවෙක්ව. මුතෝ අපිට දෙන්නේ කවුද? හරියටම හරි. බෙල්ලා නේද? ඔන්න අපි අද බෙල් එක්ක හදන්න යන්නේ.
ඔයාලත් මේ සතියේ ෆන් ෆැක්ටරි එක එකතු වෙන්න. ෆන් ෆැක්ටරි අඟහරුවාදා උදෑසන 9ට, සිකුරාදා සවස 4ට, ඉරිදා උදෑසන 9ට.
A+ Kids TV නාලිකා අංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
විජේරාජ තෛලයානිත් තෙල්වලට වඩා විශේෂයි. ඒ විශේෂත්වය මොකක්ද කියන කාරණාව පොඩි වෙද හාමුදුරුවන්ගෙන්ම අපි අහලා දැනගනිමු.
පුන්සඳ මෙන් ලෝව එලි කරවා දෙයි ස්වස්ති මලය හස්තිය කුලෙසින් දුටුගැමුණු රජතුමා භාවිතා කළ රාජ තෙල් 3ක් විශේෂයෙන්ම හෙනරාජ රාජතරංගනී ඉරු දැපන තෙල් 3ේම තනි ගුණයක් ලැබෙන එකම තෛලය.
දුටුගැමුණු රජතුමා වගේ ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ නරපතියෙක් භාවිතා කළ මේ තෙල් වර්ගයේ තියෙන වැදගත්කම මොකක්ද කියන කාරණාව පිළිබඳව මේ සතියේ ගිනිමෙලේ වැඩසටහනින් අපි පැහැදිලිවම කතා කරනවා.
ඔයාලා කළුවරට බයද? ඔන්න කතන්දර පැංචනම් පොඩි කාලේ කරුවලට බය වෙලා හිටියා හොඳේ. ඒ බලන් ඉන්න කෙනාට අපි මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? යකා හරියට හරි. අයියෝ මොකද කරන්නේ? අම්මෝ අයියෝ කියලා දුවගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ගමරාලගේ ඇඳ යටට රිංග ගන්නවා. කවුද මගේ පිටේ ඉන්නේ? අද සිට රාජ්‍ය සභාව සියලුම දෙනා සාවධානව සවන් දෙන්න. සද්ද විද්ද පළඟ පතිරණ කවට යවුනේ පස්සේ.
කතන්දර පැංචා සඳුදා උදෑසන 11ට, බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා සවස 5ට සහ සෙනසුරාදා උදෑසන 11ට.
A+ Kids TV නාලිකා අංක 48 ඔස්සේ.
සිකුරාදා රාත්‍රී 9:30ට කොලිවුඩ් සිනිනේරම් ඔස්සේ බලාපොරොත්තු වන්න.
ഞങ്ങളെ പുണ്യാളിനെ നന്നക്കേ ഇതെന്തു പറ്റി?
അതെ നിനക്കിനൊരു വാക്ക് പറയാനില്ലേ?
ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കോ.
എന്റെ മേരി നിനക്കൊന്ന് ചൊല്ലാവോ?
Catch the movie with Sinhala subtitles this Friday at 9:30 p.m. only on Channel 1.
ഞങ്ങളെ പുണ്യാളിനെ നന്നക്കേ ഇതെന്തു പറ്റി?
അതെ നിനക്കിനൊരു വാക്ക് പറയാനില്ലേ?
ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കോ.
എന്റെ മേരി നിനക്കൊന്ന് ചൊല്ലാവോ?
காலிவுட் சினி நேரம் சிங்கள உபத்தலைப்புகளுடன் வெள்ளிக்கிழமை இரவு 9:30க்கு.
ഞങ്ങളെ പുണ്യാളിനെ നന്നക്കേ ഇതെന്തു പറ്റി?
അതെ നിനക്കിനൊരു വാക്ക് പറയാനില്ലേ?
ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കോ.
എന്റെ മേരി നിനക്കൊന്ന് ചൊല്ലാവോ?
We will now move on to the distribution of the awards. Reverend Father Priyanti Sera, the Vice Rector of St. Joseph's College, is now very respectfully invited to distribute the following awards. The runner-up of the under-12 match between St. Joseph's College and St. Peter's College. The runner-up, ladies and gentlemen, St. Peter's College. We would like to invite the captain of the under-12 team to come and collect the certificates. And now, for the winners of the under-12 match between St. Joseph's College and St. Peter's College, the winners, ladies and gentlemen, St. Joseph's College with a score of 2-0. And now for the presentation of awards of the under-14 match. The runner-up of the under-14 match between St. Joseph's College and St. Peter's College. St. Peter's College. Now, the winner of the under-14 match between St. Joseph's College and St. Peter's College. St. Joseph's College with a score of 1-0. Thank you, Father. And now, for the presentation of the final awards, we very respectfully invite our chief guest for this evening, Mr. Vinod Khadgar, and the rector of St. Peter's College, Reverend Rohit Rodrigo. We also invite Reverend Father Ranjit Andradi, the rector of St. Joseph's College. And now, for the award for the best player from St. Peter's College, the award goes to And now the award for the best player from St. Joseph's College to Master Sidura Handige. And now, for the award for the best goalkeeper. The best goalkeeper of the 31st Annual Football Encounter goes to Master Mohammed Misna. And finally, the award for the most valuable player. Ladies and gentlemen, the most valuable player of the 31st Annual Football Encounter. Master Mohammed Miskat of St. Peter's College. Thank you, Father. Thank you, sir. We now very cordially invite Reverend Father Rohit Rodrigo for the presentation of awards. The runner-up of the 31st Annual Football Encounter, St. Joseph's College. Thank you, Father. We now will respectfully invite Reverend Father Ranjit Andrade, the Rector of St. Joseph's College, to distribute the following award. And now, for the moment that all of you have been waiting for. The champions of the 31st Annual Football Encounter. The champions, St. Peter's College! We once again invite Reverend Father Ranjit Ambrani, the Rector of St. Joseph's College, to present a token of appreciation to our chief guest this evening, Mr. Vinod Hanagatnam. Thank you, Reverend Fathers. Thank you, sir. We cannot ignore the fact that this event would not have been possible without the help and guidance of a lot of people. Above all else, we thank our Heavenly Father wholeheartedly for blessing us with good weather throughout the match and for watching over the players, keeping them safe from injuries. His grace has truly guided us through a successful and spirited encounter. We also thank Reverend Father Rohit Rodrigo, the Rector of St. Peter's College, Reverend Father Ranjit Andrani, the Rector of St. Joseph's College, and the priest communities of both schools for the immense support that they've given throughout the season, and especially for everything that led to this wonderful day. We also thank the organizing committees of both schools, the Football Foundation of St. Peter's College and the Football Advisory Committee of St. Joseph's College for their invaluable support. We also greatly appreciate the match referees and the match officials that showed their service today. And last but certainly not least, we also thank all of you for gathering here to show your support to our boys, for rallying them behind in every step of the way. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You have been an amazing crowd. And finally, we kindly invite our chief guest, along with the rectors of both schools, to present the Champions Trophy to our winners today. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the champions of the 31st Annual Encounter. St. Peter's College!
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව Papare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.